Thank you, Mr. President. Good morning, colleagues. I rise today on Dyslexia Day at the Capitol to recognize the many people with this disability. Let's also recognize all the people who provide training and support for dyslexia, including all of you right here in this chamber. Everyone with dyslexia deserves the opportunities and resources to succeed. Dyslexia affects 1 in every 10 Georgians. There's no link, as we were just hearing from the senator from the 6th, between dyslexia and intelligence. It is simply a condition that makes it hard for people to learn how to read because their brains are wired differently. Today, I'm feeling more hopeful about this and tackling our crisis in literacy than I did a year ago. We are on the road to making sure that every child learns to read. We can screen every child for dyslexia, and we can make sure our educators use proven methods to get kids reading. Let's take a moment to recognize those who have put us this far down this path. There are many advocates from Decoding Dyslexia here with us today, and I thank all of you for your steadfast advocacy on behalf of Georgians who have been diagnosed with dyslexia, those who struggle with reading, and for helping ensure that all of our children can read efficiently. Thank you so much. Your tireless efforts to partner with legislators here has made an enormous impact, contributing to passing legislation like HB 538 and advocating for funding it. I want to recognize all of you, my colleagues, and especially, he's missing, the senator from the 4th, who have also supported literacy by supporting HB 538. Let's note that our job is not yet done. We are going to need to continue to appropriate the money to effectuate these good first steps. Last year's literacy laws were an excellent first step. This year, we're poised to take a second step with over $11 million in proposed funding for literacy efforts in the 25 budget. That would be over $5 million for screenings to detect dyslexia and other problems as early as kindergarten, and $6 million for regional literacy coaches to support our teachers and districts. To realize gains, it is critical that we follow through on the funding. We are tasking the Georgia Department of Education to be good stewards of these funds, and we need them to step up to fulfill the promise of the legislation and funding that we are putting into place. We have some challenges, I fear. So far, for example, the State Board of Education has approved 16 screeners, but the Sandra Deal Center's review found that only 8 of these were the strongest tools, while 3 were actually weak. And currently, Georgia DOE is developing their own screener whose psychometric strength remains unknown. Here's a big issue. Results can't be compared across different screeners, so really approving 16 is a problem. We need as few approved screeners as possible if we want to be able to collect meaningful data on how children are performing across Georgia. These tools, without the professionals to implement them, also would be useless, and we know that literacy coaches are a key to success here. Our children, teachers, and administrators need and deserve ongoing support. We need to ensure that DOE consistently vets screening tools, curricula, and supplemental materials. Districts need these new materials ASAP. Let us honor the dyslexia advocates that are joining us here today by continuing their work. Going forward, we must keep funding and supporting high-quality literacy resources. In this way, we can ensure a bright future for Georgia with successful children and a prepared workforce. Thank you, Mr. President. I yield the well.